You have been working hard. You have the habits. You have the daily routine. You even know how to build a conversation bridge from our last lesson. But then, the moment of truth arrives. You are standing in front of a colleague, a waiter, or a new friend, and it is your turn to speak. Suddenly, the air in the room feels heavy. Your mind, which was full of English just a moment ago, goes completely blank. Your heart starts to race, your palms get sweaty, and your throat feels tight. You are afraid. But what are you actually afraid of? It isn't the words themselves. You are afraid of making a mistake. You are afraid of being judged, looked down upon, or appearing foolish. This is what I call the silent prison. It is a psychological cage where many brilliant students stay trapped for years. They know the English in their heads, but they cannot release it through their lips. Today, we are going to break those locks together. We aren't going to focus on your grammar today. We are going to fix your mindset. We are going to transform you into a fearless English speaker. Let's look at the root of the problem. Why are we so terrified of mistakes? For most of us, it started in school. In a classroom, a red mark on a paper meant you failed. It meant you weren't good enough. But in the real world of communication, a mistake is not a failure. A mistake is simply a message. Think about a scientist in a laboratory. When an experiment doesn't work the first time, the scientist doesn't throw a tantrum or hide in the corner. They don't feel embarrassed. They look at the result and say, "Interesting, that didn't work. Now I have the data to know why." When you say "he go" instead of "he goes," or you use the wrong preposition, your brain is just receiving data. It is identifying a small gap in your muscle memory. That is all it is. Successful learners remove the emotion from the error. If you make a mistake, do not apologize for your existence. Don't say, "I'm sorry, my English is so bad." When you say that, you are telling your brain that you are a failure. Instead, just correct the word and move on. Or better yet, don't even correct it, just keep talking. The person you are talking to wants to hear your ideas, not your perfect grammar. Communication is the goal. A perfect score is a ghost that doesn't exist. Many of you are perfectionists. You have this heavy burden on your shoulders, believing that if you can't say a sentence with 100% accuracy, you shouldn't say it at all. But here is a secret from a native speaker. We are not perfect either. We stumble. We use the wrong tenses when we are tired. We use filler words because we forget where our own sentences are going. I want you to officially adopt the 70% rule. From today forward, I want you to aim for 70% accuracy. If you can get 70% of your meaning across, you have won the day. This 30% buffer is your psychological safety net. It gives your brain the oxygen it needs to function. When you give yourself permission to be imperfect, your stress levels drop instantly. And here's the irony. When your stress drops, your fluency actually increases. Your brain can access words much faster when it isn't paralyzed by the fear of being wrong. You will actually speak better English the moment you decide you are allowed to speak bad English. When we feel that fear, our instinct is to run. We try to speak as fast as possible just to get the painful experience of talking over with. But racing leads to more mistakes, which leads to more fear. It's a cycle. Fearless speakers use a different tool, the power pause. If you forget a word, do not look at the floor. Do not make a face of frustration. Do not say, for 10 seconds. Just stop. Take a slow, deep breath, look the person in the eye, and give a small, confident smile. A pause is not a sign of a broken brain, it is a sign of a controlled mind. It tells the listener that you are a thoughtful person who is choosing their words carefully. In that 1 second of silence, the word you are looking for will often float to the surface of your mind naturally. Finally, remember this. Your accent is not a flaw you need to hide. It is a trophy. It is living proof that you were brave enough to learn a whole new way of expressing your soul. It means you have a culture, a history, and a brain that can handle 2 different worlds at once. Speak with your heart, and the world will listen to your message, not your prepositions. You are brave, you are capable, and you are no longer a prisoner of fear. Thank you for being brave enough to sit through this lesson today. My challenge for you this week is simple. Go into a conversation and try to make one mistake on purpose. See that the world doesn't end. See that people still understand you. You are doing a wonderful job. I am proud of your progress. Keep speaking, keep breathing, and I'll see you in the next lesson.